Good evening. My name is Edward Sanshin Oberholzer. I'm the resident priest and guiding teacher at the Joseph Priestley Zen Sangha in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. We're an affiliate of Empty Moon Zen. I opened my computer over this past weekend and watched the weather forecast slowly decrease the predicted amounts of snowfall from highs of close to a foot down to 6, then 4, and finally 2 inches. That last prediction when it was actually coming down. And all of these, chances, percentages, nothing written in stone, all weather forecasts given with a knowledge of an inherent uncertainty. I've known people, and not simply in rural Pennsylvania, to take this sort of thing as proof that experts are not to be trusted or believed, that they don't know in the final analysis whether it's going to snow or not. And of course, they don't know beyond what the odds are. One more in a long list of reasons why we often believe that we can't rely on authorities on anything: masks, vaccines, pandemics, bleach. Not that I would set authorities up as infallible, but so many experts that I do know wouldn't place themselves on such a pedestal either. There are people who will not settle for anything less than absolute certainty, and there are those who see the world as inherently uncertain. For myself, I'd like to say that the odds that the sun will rise tomorrow are virtually 100%, but not quite all the way up there. Never all the way up there. A passing and therefore unseen black hole might always put a crimp in our expectations, but the fact that I'd bet my soul on next morning's sunrise doesn't make it any the less simply highly probable. So much of life doesn't rise to that level. Will going to the grocery store give me COVID? I don't know for certain. I can only look to the experts who give me the odds. There's no final word from Scripture or Revelation. Which brings me to our practice. We're all in this together. So to whom do we turn for the Dharma? Do we need to turn to anyone? As far as I can tell, we look first to our own experience. Descartes, looking for certainty in this mess of a world, believed that the very act of thinking made that we exist certain. Cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. My old philosophy professor, Alistair McIntyre, once pointed out that all Descartes actually proved was thought. That the notion that a thinker was proven by the act of thought was just a bridge too far. So all his famous ploy gave us was just thinking, not even a thinker. But still, there is that experience of thought, of mental activity. At the risk of relying on texts and scriptures, authorities and teachers, I'd go back to the Buddha's address to the Kalimas, who wisely had asked him whom one should believe in a world of conflicting doctrines. He told them, "It is proper for you, Kalimas, to doubt, to be uncertain. Uncertainty has arisen in you about what is doubtful. Come, Kalimas, do not go upon what has been acquired by repeated hearing, nor upon tradition, nor upon rumor, nor upon what is in a scripture, nor upon surmise, nor upon an axiom, nor upon specious reasoning, nor upon a bias towards a notion that has been pondered over, nor upon another's seeming ability, nor upon the consideration that monk is our teacher. Kalimas, when you yourselves know these things are bad, these things are blamable, these things are censored by the wise, undertaken and observed, these things lead to harm and ill. Abandon them. It's your own experience, what you know in your gut to be true. But of course, my senses, my perceptions, my thoughts can be fooled, can be wrong. We're told that the 3 pillars of Zen are great faith, great doubt, and great effort. And I've always taken that call to faith as, despite or perhaps because of the adjective great, as calling for only the slightest of commitments. A friend told me I should try Zen, that the practice would suit me. I took him at his word. A small commitment, though faith in the word of a friend is, however small, still as vast as all creation. It can, as Jesus said, move mountains, even if, as we all know, those mountains, as Dogen said, move of themselves. The least of faiths, as we read in the Gospel of Matthew. For verily I say unto you, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall be able to say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. And what of experts, meteorologists, climatologists, epidemiologists, priests, and teachers? Just what are they adding to the mix beyond common sense, beyond the farmer's almanac, beyond your grandmother's telling you, wash your hands? I can't speak to the wisdom of weather or health experts, but I do know being out with a group of friends in the western suburbs of Boston, trying to keep up with that group of expert bicyclists, when I saw at the head of the line of riders a guy in front pointing down to the ground. What's that? I thought, as he did it again. When I caught up to where he had been pointing, I realized that he had pointed down at a pothole and then at a patch of sand, warning the riders behind him of the dangers ahead. That is what a teacher can offer. Nothing more or less profound than, here's a pothole on the way. And this is what we give our faith to. Faith in ourselves and in our companions on the way. It's this faith that my eyes, however much they can be fooled, are generally to be trusted, that my ears, even though they may deceive me, are usually right, that my experience, however much it may be filtered, twisted, and distorted, still can usually be believed, that my teachers, however much they may mistake the way, can still guide me through the night. The trick, if there is a trick, is that all of this is to be held lightly, with the awareness of its fragility, with knowledge that our hold and their hold on reality is, however tenuous, the only hold we have. Thank you.